The fate of the world is at stake. The terrifying Majin Buu was on a rampage, and it seemed like no one could stop him. With the arrival of the newly awakened Gohan, it seemed as if the day was saved. Yet, his cockiness got the better of him, and Majin Buu absorbed Gotenks and Piccolo. With seemingly no hope, Gohan wallows in despair. But with this despair, a raging beast is unleashed from its chains. The battles against Super Buu have been extremely difficult as Gotenks and Piccolo are absorbed. All hope seems lost as Gohan's cockiness gets the better of him. Even once Goku arrived with the Potara, Gohan was in trouble as he failed to catch the earring. While Gohan looked for the Potara, one part of Buu's body snuck behind him to try and absorb him. But Goku burst into Super Saiyan 3 quickly and kicks Gohan out of the way. In his last breath, Goku asked Gohan to let it all out and finally save Earth. As Super Buu absorbed Goku, gaining his clothing, electricity sparking around him in his Super Saiyan 3-like state. Once again, Gohan was blinded by his confidence, by his power. He'd not only let his father, who sacrificed himself for him years ago, be absorbed, but also little Goten, who he, as an older brother, had a responsibility to protect. He'd failed his family, his master Piccolo, and now he was all alone, without a brother, without parents, without his mentor. He was all alone, and it was his fault. Gohan could feel it once again. A new power awakened by rage, by the beast inside him. This was an era of high jumps in power. Goku with his Super Saiyan 3, Goten and Trunks fusing, Buu with his absorptions. Gohan broke the standard. Buu could absorb all the people in the planet he wanted, and even then, he wouldn't be able to touch Gohan in this new unknown stage. Gohan felt it, his third chance. After failing against Cell and now against Buu, he wouldn't let his confidence go over to his head. This was his final opportunity to prove himself, and he would do it. Gohan instantly kicks Buu. The kick was so hard that Buu was sent flying away towards space, with his stomach crumbling. Not only was he badly hurt, his mind couldn't even process what happened because of how fast everything went through. But that didn't matter, because Gohan was already throwing a Kamehameha towards him, putting all of his energy into that single beam. Remembering his father, placing his hand over his, last time he fired one. He may not have been there in physicality, but his spirit was always with him. Gohan couldn't waste a single second, not anymore. He could feel the energy waving through his arms towards his hands. The intensity of the attack, and Buu was feeling it in every single atom in his body, being disintegrated little by little until nothing was left. Gohan watched the sky, now purified of this monster. He finally did it. He saved Earth with his own two hands. It was over. And thus, Vegeta soon arrived, accompanied by Uranai Baba. He had been brought back for a single day in order to help in the battles against Buu, but it was clear that he was no longer needed. Gohan turned to look at Vegeta, who was completely in awe by this power. Baba said that if Vegeta wasn't needed anymore, then it was time to return to Otherworld, but Gohan stopped them. They still needed to do one final thing: use the Dragon Balls to revive everyone. Vegeta nodded at Gohan, and thus, alongside Dende and Mr. Satan, they summoned the dragon, reviving everyone killed by Buu, and surprisingly, even good Buu himself. This confused everyone. Before someone tried to attack him, Mr. Satan stepped in the way and protested, saying that he wasn't a threat. Gohan also pointed out that Vegeta was brought back. It looks like his willingness to fight against Buu was enough to convince King Yama that he was a good guy once again. After everything was fixed, Gohan starts to train this new power. Everyone is in shock because of how ahead Gohan is. It's one of the biggest jumps in power they've ever felt. Gohan himself has issues trying to train this power. He's the strongest of them all, so he starts to think that he doesn't need to train. But Goku and the rest argue otherwise. In particular, Piccolo tells him that he needs to gain true control over this new form. He manages to balance his studies and his training, but still, he's so ahead that he has issues trying to train. He doesn't have anyone close to him strong enough to contend with him. Forms like Super Saiyan 3 in both his father and Gotenks are something way below him at this point. This new power is strange for Gohan, however. So, as much as he feels he will never need to train for power again, he does need to, in order to gain control. Goku does want to help his son, be it as in mind he can't keep up, no matter what he tries. Eventually, he thinks of something. The bright idea of teaching Vegeta the fusion dance, so they can try to fight Gohan on a more equal level. Vegeta obviously refuses, but after much convincing, he's able to accept, even though he recognizes that Gohan was on a whole nother level, and was curious to see his full strength. And so, they train at the time chamber to perfect the dance. After a few hours, they step out and head towards Goku's home to get Gohan. Gohan is a bit annoyed, as he has exams the next day, but Goku insists on getting their weekly training done. Gohan sighs and agrees, transforming into his ultimate state, but Goku tells Gohan that he can go further for now. They have something in store. Gohan is surprised but agrees, bursting into Beast. Gohan smirks, allowing his power to give him a more cocky attitude. He tells them both to come at him, but Goku and Vegeta simply smirk, getting into their positions, surprising Gohan as Gogeta appears at the battle scene. Gogeta begins this intense battle in base, where Gohan is able to keep up with the fusion easily, but that isn't the full length of his capabilities, quickly bursting not only into Super Saiyan, but into Super Saiyan 3. This finally causes Gohan to begin struggling, being forced to get better control of this power over time. Gogeta Super Saiyan 3 fights Gohan Beast, and even though Gohan's still ahead, Gogeta has both the experience and techniques of both Goku and Vegeta, giving him a great battle. The battle culminates in a final beam struggle with a Kamehameha from Gohan and a Big Bang Kamehameha from Gogeta, where Gohan finally pushes the blast back and explodes in the middle. Gohan smiles, nearly dropping out of Beast and holding his arm, but Gogeta appeared behind him and kicked him away into a mountain. As the smoke cleared, Gogeta stood tall, smirking and giving Gohan a hand up. That Kamehameha was impressive, but it wasn't enough. Gohan needs a lot more training in order to control his power properly. Gohan promises to continue training, thinking about what Piccolo could be up to. He'd love to train with him again. Gohan grows exponentially in strength thanks to his training, and the Gogeta he fought is slowly being eclipsed by his power again, though Goku and Vegeta also train, trying to somehow find a way to keep up with Gohan. Piccolo still has a lot to teach Gohan, and Gohan can now teach things to Piccolo, so the two of them grow stronger over time. Thus, some time passes. Gohan marries Videl, and even joins in training against them a few times. She makes sure that Gohan doesn't get complacent. She knows how he is. If he thinks his power is enough, he'll stop training. But that's what he has Videl and Piccolo for. Piccolo himself grows increasingly in power, surprising everyone, to the point where he slowly gets close to keeping up with Goku and Vegeta. During Battle of Gods, Beerus faces Goku and everything seems to go as the same. When Beerus goes crazy after pudding, Gohan tries to stop him in his ultimate form, but fails, but surprises Beerus with the power of Gohan Beast. Could this be the power of the Super Saiyan God he was looking for? As Beerus starts to get more excited and unleashes more and more power, Gohan starts to get sloppier. Considering he couldn't feel Beerus' ki, he had a huge disadvantage regarding knowing his opponent's next move and whereabouts when fighting at such great speeds. Gohan was looking confused at his surroundings, being attacked and blocked just to be attacked again. Beerus was so fast, he was like a blur. Gohan couldn't see where he was. Eventually, Gohan was simply turned into a punching bag, not being able to defend anymore. Beerus grabbed him by the head and asked,
"What's the matter? I was starting to have fun. Don't back down now."
Goku finally made his entrance, yelling at Beerus to stop, and when he calmed down, but Gohan put out his hand, telling Goku to stop. This is his battle. He wants to defend Earth. Beerus cocked an eyebrow. This kid had a lot of spirit, and his strength was incredible. Clearly, he just needed to learn more to be able to keep up with him. The two continued to battle for a little while, with Gohan finally getting enraged enough to land a clean blow in the stomach to Beerus, throwing him down into the ocean and firing a huge Kamehameha. Beerus actually bled a little. He cleaned some blood off of his chin and smiled. Even if this wasn't the Super Saiyan God, this kid was worth looking into. But he was interested in what this Goku guy had to say. He did bring up something about a set of Dragon Balls. Gross, Beerus thought to himself, unless he meant the Namekian wish-granting orbs. Ah, that must be it. They both agreed that Gohan was not the Super Saiyan God, if he doesn't have any God Ki with him. Beerus lets go of Gohan, who fell towards the ground, but was caught by Goku.
You did very well, son. I'm proud of you.
Goku placed Gohan softly on the ground while he was catching his breath. This was easily the hardest battle of his life, and he needed to recover a little. Dende healed him. The ritual goes on as usual. Goku has Shenron, Videl reveals she's pregnant, etc. Gohan is the one suggested to become the Super Saiyan God, but he says that he'd prefer to train this form for the time being. He's decided that he wants to continue evolving as a human, rather than a Saiyan for now. So Goku becomes the Super Saiyan God. As Goku and Beerus start their match, they both realize that Goku is definitely weaker than Gohan Beast, but he's still able to give Beerus a good fight, considering he can sense his energy, and he has a lot more experience with martial arts, movements, and strategies. At the end, Beerus ends up very pleased with these two warriors and offers both of them to train on his planet. Goku accepts, but Gohan says that he'll go there from time to time, not doing a full-on training for the time being. He has to focus as his soon-to-be daughter Pan is on her way, and he has a lot of studies. So, Vegeta joins in Goku after convincing Whis to train with some instant noodles. Unknowing to all of them, however, as Vegeta and Goku train together with Whis, Frieza's forces gathered on Earth, collecting the Dragon Balls and wishing for their Emperor to be brought back. Frieza, when he was brought back, remembered the man who killed him, that Super Saiyan. Then he remembered Goku, Vegeta, and finally Gohan, all of those pesky Saiyans. He would finally put an end to the race, leaving planet Earth to train for some time. The birth of Golden Frieza is at hand, but the Beast remains on Earth to protect it. Next, what if Gohan would Beast early? Thank you everyone for checking out What If Gohan Transformed into Beast Early. This one is the brainchild of Raghmane in collaboration with myself and ProfessorChimp, and edited by him. This one is a lot of fun and I think it's gonna be a lot of spectacle. I don't know about you guys, but I actually really like Beast Gohan and I love Dragon Ball Superhero, so I'm glad I can finally use him in one of my what ifs properly. I'm already working on the next part, so if you wanna see it, let's try to get this video to 4,000 likes. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thank you to the Patreons of the channel: Speedster352, Zachary Carlock, Mika Liley, 3 Kaiser, Ricardo Rodriguez, Shane K, JP Law, Aubaude Reg, Angel MR, True Lightning Striker, Squad 100, Ghost 1571, PJ 9D III, Lee Urquides, Daddy Bear 103, Kaiser Jirachi, Jonas Paulus, Orange Bag YT, Trent Rolls, D-Man Plays, Jim G, Always Zero, Jerome Foster, D Miles, The Gaming Galaxy, Dakota Kaiser, Salil Paranjape, Keith Grimes, Celestia, Dreadpool, Phil J. Akir, and Samuel Randall. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed, and until we meet again. See ya!